I am going to Tenerife for a week over New Year. I am planning to read quite a bit, so I thought it could be fun to like document it as like a bit of a unique read with me for a week. So I am going to currently decide what books I'm bringing. Obviously, I'm going to bring my current read, which at the moment is Camp Slaughter by Sergio Gomez. I started reading this immediately after reading my last Christmas read. I got this book for Christmas. It's very creepy, very gory already. I already love this book. I'm only like 72 pages in. At the moment, this is my current read. That might change because I'm leaving in like 1.5 days, so I might read quite a bit of this book, but I'm not sure yet. But this is just like a slasher horror book. It just says, this deep in the woods, danger can be lurking anywhere. It's a local legend. No one is sure if this Camp Slaughter place is real or not. But a group of college kids renting out a cabin deep in the woods of Pennsylvania will soon realize the truth. They will realize the danger to, or rather the cannibal out in the woods will bring the danger to them. This is so creepy. If you know me, you know that I love my horror books, so this is perfect. But other than this book, I have no clue what I'm going to be bringing, so I'm going to bring you guys with me to my TBR card and my TBR pile, because there are two things now. And then we're going to decide. I also have some books here on my shelf, but I refuse to travel with any of my special editions. So yeah. Okay, so this is my TBR card and this is my TBR pile. I'm trying to get through the pile, or like making up room on my physical TBR card so that this pile is gone. But as you can see, it's quite a bit. Okay, it's full. My card is overflowing and this pile holds like 20 books. So yeah, this is all the books you have to choose from. I think I want to bring like 5 or 6 books. And I know that might be excessive, but I want to have options, okay? I need to have my options, otherwise I think I'm going to go insane. So, like, okay, so let's start on my TBR pile. I know one book that I want to bring already, and it is Mole Rats by Ivy Tolan. I will talk about all these books more once I pick them all out. So, here you can see a bit of my TBR pile, sorry. I'm not gonna read any Christmas books anymore. I was kind of tempted to bring out The Witch You Wed, but I'm not sure yet. Now you have like, here we have some more books. I'm not gonna bring this thick. No, no. Yeah, this is my TBR pile. Might bring this one as well, but I don't want to bring only horror books, so I might be tempted to. Okay, and here we have my TBR card. I don't want to bring any of the thicker books. Like, I don't want to carry this heavy brick around or this heavy brick around. And this is a special collector's edition, so I don't want to bring those. I was kind of tempted to bring Done and Dusted because I've heard so many good things about it. And only other cowboy romance that I've read I didn't like. So maybe I'll bring this one. I'll keep this in the maybe pile. We have the definitely go, maybe. Okay, that's where we're at right now. So this one is creepy, but this one is also sticky and disgusting, so I don't really want to travel with it. And this is another one. Should I bring this one? The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'll put it in the maybe pile. I want to bring like a good mix of genres as well, so that I don't get bored. I do have my ebook, audiobook app on my phone. Let's turn my card around. God, it's so heavy as well. Here on the side we have some books, like here. We have all of these. I could bring only a monster or my Pangus Wings, but I don't know if I feel like reading those. Hardbacks I don't like to bring traveling. I sound so picky, I'm so sorry. It's so heavy to turn this card around. Here is some books. I'm not gonna bring that big one. So here is some more of my kind of tempted to bring Hunt Your Heart Out. So I'll put this in the maybe pile. Then we have the Sundown Motel, which could be good, but I tried to read another book by this author before, and I didn't realize they were by the same author when I bought this book, and I DNF'd it. So since then, I'm a little bit scared. We have Asserting Hunger. I could bring this one. This one is rather thick. Should I bring it? I read the first book in this duology, the Agathas, and I loved it. I'll put it in the maybe pile as well. Maybe pile. It's getting so long. Okay, I'm gonna look through this and decide, and then I'll be back, guys, and then I will tell you all the books I'm bringing, okay? Because I need a moment to think, and right now it's not going as well as I wanted to. So yeah, I picked out 5 books to bring with me in my suitcase, and then I have my current read obviously, and then I might pick one more book to bring with me onto the plane. So that's why I only picked 5 books to put in my suitcase and not 6. I'll just go over these with you so that you guys know the spread for the week. The first book we have is This Delicious Death by Kayla Cunningham. Like, look at that cover. Horror books covers just do it better. Like, honestly, like this one also is so creepy. So we have This Delicious Death. And I would just read the synopsis for most of these for you guys, except for the ones that are like sequels, because I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah. This summer is going to get gory. 2 years ago, a small percentage of the population underwent a transformation known as the Halloween. Those affected were only able to survive by consuming human flesh. The people who went without quickly became feral, turning on their friends and family. Luckily, scientists were able to create a synthetic version of human meat that would satisfy their hunger. As a result, humanity slowly began to return to normal. Cut to Zoe, Celeste, Valerie, and Jasmine, 4 hollow girls living in Southern California. As a last hurrah before graduation, they attend a music festival in the heart of the desert. They have a cooler filled with seltzer, vodka, and synth flesh, and are ready to party. But on the first night of the festival, Val goes feral and ends up eating a boy in one of the bands. As other festival guests start disappearing around them, the girls soon discover someone is targeting people like them. If they can't figure out how to stop it, and soon knowing that the festival is getting out alive. Like, honestly, this sounds so creepy. Look how floppy it is. Yeah, this book number 1 I'm bringing. Don't you just love the relaxing vacation vibes I got going on over here? The next one is a sequel. It's the sequel of the Agathas. Like, whoa. You might have seen it. It's this one. This is a sequel. It's The Night in Question by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson. And it's like a teen detective mystery book. Very like teenage detective, like amateur detective, kind of like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Good Girls Guide to Murder, those kind of vibes. So that's what's going on in that book. I don't want to read the back for you guys because it will have spoilers probably for the first book. Up next we have The Accidental Boyfriend by Laurie Freeland, and the author sent this book to me ages ago. I just haven't gotten around to reading it. And this cover is kind of cute. It's not really my usual style. I do like the cartoon covers, but there's something weird for me about cartoon covers with faces, but it's still very cute, and I love the handwriting. So yeah, I have had this book on my TBR for a while. I'm finally bringing it with me, and I hope to get around to reading it. Some accidents were meant to be. Gabe isn't the werewolf. He just plays one on TV. Jess isn't the guy magnet. She just writes teen romance. TV heartthrob Gabriel Wade has never met a party he couldn't rock, a problem he couldn't dodge, or a crowd he couldn't play. Shy, homeschooled Jessica Fong has never met a party she couldn't wallflower, a problem she couldn't stress over, or a crowd she couldn't escape. But they both know what it's like to lose someone who is still there. After a hotel escalade dumps Jess into Gabe's spotlight and he unknowingly hijacks her first kiss, he decides to be the perfect decoy for the paparazzi. If he can convince her to play his girlfriend of the week. Keeping the impossible promise he made to his mom depends on it. Except Jess wants nothing to do with TV's hottest hairball or his Hollywood ego. And by the time she figures out he isn't who she thought, it might be too late to say she needs him as much as he needs her. Even if he wants her for real. Like, this sounds fun. It kind of like, I don't know why, the bag just kind of brings me back to my Wattpad days of like fake dating and all that. I don't know, I just love it. And up next we have another sequel in the series, which is King of Pride by Anna Who Won. I read King of Wrath like ages ago and I loved it. I just never got around to reading King of Pride, so I want to bring it with me because I feel like vacation is the perfect time to read this. And I love these covers. They just look so nice, honestly. Like, they capture the vibe of these characters so well. Then last but not least, we have More Rats by Ivy Tolan. Oh my god, I'm so excited to read. Look at this cover. Like I said, horror covers just do it better, honestly. So excited. That mall's gotta get death covers. It's 1999 and there are more people dropping than shopping at the dying Lone Star Mall. While Ginny Todd's parents are off saving the world from Y2K, she's trapped in a small town in Texas, forced to live with a neglectful aunt and uncle and her unstoppable cousin Michelle. When Ginny stumbles upon a gruesome murder in an abandoned section of the mall, she finds herself wrapped up in a murder mystery over a year in the making. The worst part? As more bodies pile up and the police follow the most likely suspect, Ginny begins to believe Michelle might be behind all of it. Between a freakish killing, a baby doll mascot costume, a potential killing in the bedroom next door, and a mold dripping with blood, Ginny only knows one thing. She needs to get the hell out of Texas. So yeah, I feel like I kind of have like a lot of different dramas going on, except except fantasy. So I might bring a fantasy book. I'm not the biggest fantasy reader. I do like some fantasy. I could start reading The Puppy War, but I feel like that one's so big. And I also feel that once I start reading it, I want to go and buy the sequel immediately. And I don't trust myself to buy any books right now. Not even one. I'm also really broke. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to bring The Puppy War. But like I said, I might bring another fantasy book. I'm not sure. So far, this is what I got going on. And yeah, that's what we're going to be reading on vacation. I hope to get through all of them. I hope to get through some audiobooks as well. Okay, so we just arrived at the hotel not that long ago. This is gonna be such an exposure therapy for me because I'm not gonna do my makeup the same way I do normally now for this video while I film. So that's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, so I was on the plane for like 5.5 hours, I think. And I'd already started Camp Slaughter by Sergio Gomez. I was on page like 70. I finished this book. Absolutely batshit crazy what happened in this book. Like, did I read the back for you guys? I don't know. Anyway, it's about this cannibal that lives in the woods. And like, people go missing there all the time, right? Because there's a cannibal living in the woods. And the whole thing is that someone has like rents out this like most secluded camp. People just go missing all the time because they're a cannibal. And then eventually, like, you follow kind of like 4 different storylines. You follow the person who's first taken, the cannibal, a group of teenagers who go camping or who go like camping in that cabin, and 2 investigators who want to make like a documentary. So it's just crazy, and people get murdered, and it's so gory. I was sitting on the plane, and sometimes I just had to look at the invisible camera, like what the hell? Like this book, like I love horror books, okay. So this was amazing, 5 stars. And also one of the stewards came up and was like, what are you reading? Because I love horror books. Horror books are like my comfort. I'm like, you and me both. Are we the same person? So the next book I'm going to be reading is another horror book. And I'm kind of wondering if I should do that. But I'm really in the mood for it. And I'm so excited to read it. And it's Morat by Ivy Toling. If you know me, you know that I raved about the duology that she wrote. Like, Tastes Like Candy. Amazing. So I'm gonna read more Rats. This cover. Thought someone came in. That scared me. Okay, so I've been reading more Rats. I hope you can hear me over the sound. It's quite loud here. So far I really love it. It's so fun. And I'm very excited for things to start picking up. I think I'm on page like 60. So far things are a bit slow, but I can tell it's going to pick up to something amazing. I just finished reading More Rats by Ivy Toling. I don't have it here with me. It's still down by the pool. And oh my god, what was that? Like, it's so good. I love it so much. Like honestly, the whole vibe of the book, like the creepy vibes, like the characters in the book, they're all like, even if I don't like most of them, they're still like very well-rounded characters. And the whole setting of like this creepy mall in the 90s is like, the whole thing was just crazy to me. And then you have like, I don't know, like the vibe. So it is like perfect. It is a very slasher, very gory book though. So if you don't like reading like anything that's gory, then maybe don't read it. But honestly, I rated it 5 stars. I love it so much, and the ending was, I loved it. I loved it. I can't rave enough about it. It's one, like honestly, this is one of my favorite authors. I need to read her last book, and then hopefully she will come out with more, because I need more. I need more good horror books, because I love them with a passion. So the next book I'm going to be reading is Down at the Pool as well, but I will put a photo here on screen somewhere, okay? Don't worry, I'll put a photo here. I'm very excited. It's a sequel in the Agatha series. This is also the third book I'm going to be reading. I'm listening to an audiobook as well, but I'm not really listening to it at the moment. I don't know, I'm just haven't been in the mood for it. But yeah, the Agatha is like this teen YA amateur detective like mystery book, kind of like a Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but not as intense. At least the first one wasn't that intense. I don't know what's going to happen in the second one, but I'm very excited to read it. I won't be giving any spoilers for it because like it's a sequel in a series, or like in a duology at least. I don't know if there will be a third book, but it's a sequel in a duology, so I don't want to give like too many spoilers for that. But oh my god, I love mole rats. I loved it. I don't love it as much as the duology, like the Taste of Candy duology ever by Ivy Tolan, but still loved it. So yeah. Okay, so yesterday was like my full last day here. Ignore the mess, we're in the middle of packing, we're leaving soon. I don't know how much I got to film, but I was reading Night in Question, which is a sequel in the Agatha series. And I just remember why I love the first book so much. Like, the writing style is amazing, the banter between these characters is great. I love how different Alice, oh wait, I love how different Alice and Iris are to each other, but still they're like good friends, and I love that they're not like the same person, just like, you know, because often I feel like when you have like two friends in YA books, they often feel like kind of the same. Here they don't. And I just love the mystery aspect, and I love how this book has like different formats, and also the chapters are rather short, so that makes it easy to get through as well. But yeah, I'm about halfway through. I read to page like 180 yesterday, I think, maybe a bit more. So I'm gonna bring this one book with me on the plane home because it's like a 6-hour flight. And then I'm bringing another book as well. I'm packing This Delicious Death by Kelly Cunningham in my backpack in case it's like, you know, it's 6 hours. I might read this one fast. I might read before you get onto the plane or things like that. So yeah. Okay, I'm back home. As you can see, we're on the plane. I finished reading The Night in Question by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson, and I rated it 4 stars. It reminded me of why I love the Agatha series so much, and honestly, now seeing these two books together on my shelf just makes me so happy. Like, I love these covers. I think I love this cover a little bit more than this cover. But yeah, so this whole duology is just a cute, like, teenage detective kind of thing. I wonder if there will be a third book. I would love for there to be a third book. The only thing I will say about The Night in Question compared to the Agathas, and I'm not giving any spoilers, but it felt like the mystery in this one was a bit like too jumbled. There were like too many different like things going on, so sometimes it was like hard to keep track of what was really happening. But other than that, I really did enjoy it. So yeah, that rounds up kind of like my week of reading on holiday. I ended up reading 3 books, so not as many as I thought I would, but it was still like fun. I ended up doing so many other things and just laying by the pool. I don't know why. It was like one day we went to the water park, the other day it was a bit cloudy, and then in the evenings I'm not gonna read, I'm going out for dinner and like having like fun. So, but 3 books not that bad. I got like a good start as well now on my 2025 reading goal, which is 80 books, and I already read 2, so that feels nice. But yeah, that kind of rounds that up. I read good books, 2 5-star reads and 1 4-star read. Honestly, that's amazing. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.